Aloha and welcome to the fourth installment of the Obsidian Mountain Diecast Report. If you've been following my broadcasted events, you've heard me mention upcoming modifications to the Raceway. One was kind of forced to make when we had a small collapse that took place only days after completing the Euromania series. The collapse was caused by an undetected cavity left behind from the recent eruption and lava flows. Extensive sonar and testing over the entire racecourse and surrounding area was completed, and the owner and racing council are now confident that there will be no further such incidents. A reinforced road and a bridge was constructed over that area. Additionally, the raceway has been lengthened by a 16th of a mile. The divided straight, the pipeline, and Memorial Drive have all been lengthened. We've opened up several grandstands to spectators to enjoy the races, and they're here today to watch some preliminary racing from the Eliminator races. And we have some footage of that also coming up for you in this report. And we built the Boulevard Park inside Calamity Corners there. It's a little show and shop area for the race fans and spectators. And I'm also waiting on, as I'm speaking right now, I've already received new track connectors that will help straighten out the walls on the tracks. And I'm also expecting delivery of timer systems. I got two timer systems actually coming from, one from Play Robotics and the other from JLH Craft. So those will be incorporated into Obsidian Mountain once they arrive. And yeah, I picked up all kinds of new vehicles and goodies lately. So many. So if I showed them all to you right now, it would be a 2-hour video. But I will share a few with you. And you'll also get to see them take on Obsidian Mountain with the new extended roadway. But yeah, here's just a overhead view of Boulevard Park. You can see some of my newer cars out there. Some of those will be racing today, or you'll see some footage of them racing. So here we go, a little car show / racing for you. Picked up an 87 Ford Sierra Cosworth, weighed in at 36 grams. It's a time trial 4.79, and I got this 1970 Pontiac Firebird weighing 33 grams, timed in at 4.76. We're going to put these two up on the road, and let's see how they do. Well, they come down pretty even into that first turn, but that Pontiac took a good head start, or hole shot, I should say. And the Cosworth had some legs, tried to come back another 8 or 10 feet. Might have made a difference, but not today. So up next, we got the Purple Passion. This is a Hot Wheels Mystery Pack car. It's actually a 49 Custom Mercury. Going up against Rise and Climb, another Mystery Pack car. So here we go, the Purple Passion on the inside, but that Rise and Climb takes a quick advantage, leading down into Calamity Corner, down Memorial Drive, and across that finish line, well ahead of that Purple Passion. Now we got an 81 Camaro weighing in at 37 grams. Hasn't done a time trial yet for this one yet. Everything changing around here. We got this new Corvette Grand Sport Roadster, weighed 33 grams. It did get a shot on the time trials at 4.85. That was on the old track before modifications, just so you know. So the Corvette takes the lead through that first turn and down the pipeline, taking a strong lead now down Memorial Drive and across that finish line. And that Camaro had nothing for that Grand Sport Roadster. We got a Ford Escort RS 2000 weighing 33 grams in a time of 4.42. That is the new and fastest time on this track, or on the old version of the track, against the Ford Shelby. Two Fords. See what Mr. Shelby could do with this car. Takes that lead down the pipeline, spins around backwards. Kind of a little taunt there against that Escort, I would say. That's what I'd be saying anyways. But had a good lead all the way across that finish line, even backwards. We got the DiMacchini Veloce weighing 33 grams. And the Porsche 911 GT3. I love that matte black on this car. Weighing 34 grams. Let's put them up on the Raceway. Porsche is on the inside. That DiMacchini taking the lead down the pipeline. Got a good lead going through Calamity Corner down Memorial Drive. The Porsche tried to out inside, but could not get enough speed to pass. And the DiMacchini takes that race. So that's a little preliminary footage from the upcoming Eliminator Series. Here's some highlights now. I did get some, oh, that was a nice pass by Dana Bishop in that Lotus, but Bo Jiden comes right back. Did you see that spin right in front of her at the finish line? This is one of our tiebreaker races. Castro in that Lamborghini Scion has made a nice pass against Danielson in that McLaren. This footage right here is actually from a previous race, the Enduro Challenge. Nope, I take that back. That was. Now that I mentioned it, Terranos going into the safety barrier up there. And Puff trying to get a pass on Sharky right here. But Sharky says, no, you just go park that, son. How rude. So, here we go with another shot. And this one is actually from the Enduro Challenge. I recognize that yellow Panamera. Now, that was a horrible thing to do to another driver. Just scooped him right off the cliff. Hello and goodbye. Now there's Puff spinning out. We got Zelda in the lead. This is a highlight. Puff takes that lead back. Zelda tries to get back in front, but just doesn't have enough road. Some great highlights throughout that whole entire series. If you didn't catch it, I suggest you go back and don't get double parked. And watch all those, watch all the Euromania Series races. 6 rounds of some awesome racing action. Here's another one back from the Enduro Challenge 100. Of this right here was a terrible accident. Now, Numbskull, the driver of the Gemera, is okay. He was able to complete the race and the series. However, he impacted that food truck at the top of the ramp, and there were 2 victims involved. One is a fatal casualty. Right there, got trapped underneath the food truck. And then we have another pedestrian down as well. So not everything was fun and games, but that right there, you're out. Just how rude were these drivers? And the Renault, driven by the Flying Fenman, decides to take out a couple of the cars in front of the air rescue station. And Princess Sparkles in that McLaren P1 does a double 180, taunting the rest of the drivers. We had 6 tiebreakers throughout this series. That's how tight it was all the way. And even in the final rounds, round 6, we had to have a championship tiebreaker. This is a tiebreaker for the tiebreaker. They're 2-2 right here. And watch Princess Sparkle take the inside here. Danielson just slipped just a little bit. but that was enough for Princess Sparkle to get around him. She took that win and the championship for the Euromania series, and that was the podium right there, the top three finishers. Danielson ended up taking second, Castro ended up taking third, and Princess Sparkle, our first Euromania series champion. Well, it has been very exciting. And yeah, I can't wait for the rest of these modifications to arrive. Unfortunately, I'll have to wait for some of them until mid-January. Oh, but the track will be changing throughout that time. So until then, I'm just going to be doing exhibition races, some more diecast reports, some car shows, and then once the track is complete with all the new modifications, we'll get back into some more serious events. I want to thank you all very much for tuning in to this broadcast. Thank you very much for your support of this channel. Keep your roof to the sun, and I'll catch you at the races. Aloha.